Supreme Being, beautiful
Supreme
friends.
Being, how are you all? Let's go into the biggest truth: the fat, the carbs, and spirituality. Stay tuned.
Today we wanted to share something that we have been on for a while, but lately we discovered Martin. We have some friends next door. And we want to talk more about the food, what we are actually putting in our bodies, and how is that helping us to grow spiritually, or to remember who we truly are, our true essence.
And I think it was yesterday that you found out. I mean, we found out this a long time ago, but with so much experience in living every single day, changing our diet and our feelings, how we come across, how we unite them as one and stuff. Because many beings, we realize that they are either on the eating well, and the others are on the ascension, you know. So what about doing both? Because if we don't eat well, our spirituality is not at the highest, and vice versa. It's like this.
We don't mean to be judgmental at all, but at the same time, we just cannot see things combining. For instance, I cannot really I don't feel good if someone is teaching me yoga or some beautiful spiritual practice, and this time is consuming meat at the same time. It just doesn't combine in my understanding of the thinnest, highest energy, of our understanding of the thinnest energy, ourselves.
Yes.
Before we met, we actually made ourselves very light, and
we linked with this finest energy, man.
Yes.
It was
and this is what brought us together. This is something that is going to help you connect with your twin flame as well.
Yes.
No matter if your twin flame is here on earth, because even more, because if your twin flame is not on earth, your twin flame is in the higher dimension, which means 5 and higher. So your twin flame will be very, very thin energy. Imagine how thin energy it is
to connect,
to stay there. So
yeah,
to connect
with this highest,
with your twin flame, you need to be this thin energy yourself.
Incredible. And one thing that we found out to remain this higher energy is that when we eat carbohydrates, already the name tells me that this carbon-based food hydrates you. You know, it's like it gives you life. And we found out that when you mix,
it gives you prana.
Yes, gives you prana. It's boom, explosion. And when you mix the carbohydrates with the fat, it makes the whole process go backwards. And we are in this process of doing just carbs, mostly carbs, and it's been affecting our spiritual life. Into, for example, my nervous system, it's not balanced. But at the same time, I know that this pain is healing. I know that I have to continue. Many beings, they stop because they think it leads to other things, and they think it's not the correct thing. But it is amazing if you try at least 21 days doing like this. You will feel that it's very, very much energizing, because many beings have too little energy. They cannot come out of the bed without their coffee. Let me tell you that I have too much energy and I want to put it down. It's too much, man. And if I make a video saying how to put down your energy, not many people will watch it, because that's not what the majority of the beings are, right?
No. Most of the people out there are drinking coffee to make themselves wake up, just like you said. That's actually adrenal fatigue. You're
Yes.
exhausting your adrenals in the long term by the diet you are having. And this is what is causing all this. I just want to put some scientific research on that.
Yeah, some facts.
Yeah, some facts. When we actually put fat in our body, most of the fats, they have a long chain, which is not flexible. So what happens is,
Yes.
when the fat goes in the bloodstream, it goes around the cells, and it doesn't let the cell bring in or take out nutrients from itself. It makes a blockage there. Pretty much the only healthy fat for us is the omega-3s, because omega-3,
Can bend.
it is flexible, so
And flexible.
when it goes around the cell, it will actually not block it, but it will curve in a way so that the cell can still bring in nutrients and take out what it doesn't need. That's why you want to stay mostly on the omega-3s as your
And now the
primary
spiritual
fat.
touch. The spiritual touch is you want to become more flexible, more water, more.
That's it.
More, yoga is what? You are flexing, you are reflexing, you are becoming like this, right? So the food is the same thing. It's incredible. How
And I know some people will counter here, but omega-3 is in fish and it's mostly in chia seeds and flax seed. Yes, but fish, we have to cook it to consume it most of the times. So what happens, we actually kill the omega-3.
Yes.
There's almost no omega-3 left when we eat fish cooked. Flax and chia are a very good source. But what's the primarily best source? It's the fruits.
These three fruits. No, four.
Almost no one really speaks that omega-3 is to be found in many fruits as well.
Yes. It's not just on oil-based foods. For example, I'm going to tell you these three four. It's one of them is the melon. It's a 3-to-1 ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. And let me tell you that omega-3 counters back the omega-6. So when you eat omega-3 rich, you get supreme state. It's like every food that has omega-3 rich, it's not that addictive to you, and it makes you more glowy. It's just fantastic. We can put some pictures in this video to show you how glowy we are in the summer, eating mostly these amazing fruits. We just glow. It's amazing. And everyone can do that. So the second fruit, I would say papaya, is also, if not 2, but 3-to-1 ratio. It's a fantastic fruit. You just eat that and you glow, man. It's amazing. Mango as well. And most berries, especially strawberry. When you eat a strawberry, what do you feel? It's fantastic. This amazing, glowing, electric, satisfying, and it gives you appetite.
And I think raspberries are
Would you
even
like-
more rich because it's actually
Yeah,
in
I
the
didn't
small,
investigate, but
in the
of
small
course.
seeds of the berries, because raspberry seed oil is the oil richest in omega-3, so it protects also from the sun. It comes with a SPF factor up to 50. Imagine how much omega-3 it has.
This
Amazing.
crazy, yeah. So this factor for the skin, for the protection, for the sunlight and stuff, this actually is saying like, this is the best fat to protect us, and this is just amazing. So
And
yeah,
you can watch our video about how we protect ourselves in the sun, because you will find out there that the more fruits you eat in the summer, the less you need to put anything on your skin, because you are actually eating this protection, and it binds with your cells. You become one with this beautiful thinnest energy, and you almost don't need anything else anymore. You can expose yourself to the sun and enjoy, of course not for too long hours. Anything which is in excessive amounts, we are going to the other extreme already.
yes, that's true. So what this is about is, now we found out about the truth about fat. And let me just say another truth about fats. It's not entirely fat, protein, and carbs. We saw a study that it's like a group of people, that one group eats only carbs, the other group eats only protein, right?
Yes.
And the other group only fat, and the other group starvation, which means
No
like
food at
like
all.
you know, when you
Like
fast.
fasting on water.
Yeah, a fasting
For
on,
instance.
yeah, for example. And the blood sugar, no, you can go on
Yes,
from
after
here.
2 days they were given dextrose. We will put a picture of the study here.
Yes.
With the exact amounts, what happens with the blood sugar afterwards, so you can see yourself. This study we found on the channel of the Fruit Doctor. We highly recommend her YouTube channel. It's amazing. She backs up everything with scientific proofs. So
Yes,
you can go there, and if you are not into reading, you can educate yourself just through her videos. It's amazing.
That's why the major part of what we are speaking here is just to pass on the intuition, because the intuition is always the same thing, is the same source of memories, the same source of reliable information that anyone can get, and that's why, as you resonate, you don't need anything else. You just hear and and you feel it as well.
Yeah.
Talk to your soul. That's it.
So I'm just gonna finish with the study very
Yes.
quickly. At the end, they were given dextrose, and they were measured their blood sugar just before they were given the dextrose, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and 120 minutes after they took it. And the results are amazing. The only group that didn't go over the maximum level of blood sugars is the ones who were eating carbohydrates. And guess what? They were not even fed healthy carbohydrates. They were allowed to eat
Whatever.
white flour,
Let's say white flour,
white
rice.
sugar, rice,
potatoes.
potatoes, and anything like this. And they still didn't rocket their blood sugar levels during this period of
And
time.
which one went to the highest? It was
Is
the
the-
starvation.
No, the fat.
The fat.
The fat.
The fat.
Those who were eating fat kept extremely high levels of blood sugar afterwards. Even on the second hour, it was higher than the maximum. It is accepted that 140 is the maximum, what she says, and you will see here on the screen that the only one that was less than 140 the whole time was the carbs. The worst were the ones that were fed only fats. The second worst were the ones who were on starvation. And the third one was the ones on protein. They almost came to 140 on the second hour, but it was still over. And this is just to
Saying
tell
that,
us that we are made to eat primarily carbs. That's what it is.
Having blood sugar levels, don't think, please, about that. If I eat more carbs, it will increase. No, it's just that because you are eating fat, it blocks the insulin receptors of checking where's the sugar to take it and stuff like this. So, which means that first of all, every single thing we eat, there's sugar. Every single thing, even meat. But meat has a kind of sugar that is not even absorbable, nothing. It's zero. So we are just consuming the sugar from the fat, from the saturated fat of the animal. That's what we are consuming, nothing else. And then of course, so what am I saying? This is when you hear about blood sugar, is the capability of your body to check where's the sugar and assimilate it and use it as energy. This is what is going on. So when you eat just the right sugar, look at cows. Cows are eating constantly grass. Grass is full of sugar. You have to test yourself. Grow, for example, in this thing here. I don't know if you can see. Here. Take off this, put dirt, put the wheatgrass grains, and then grow it in 7 days. Cut it, make juice, and you will see how sweet it is. It's so sweet, man. So vegetables has sugar as well. That's why this channel is called Simple Sugars. That's it.
Yes, because that's what we are following. We are following our intuition, first of all, and our intuition is telling us eat mostly fruits, and this is when we feel supreme.
Yes.
The best. Andre is having these experiences because he is actually detoxing his adrenals, which is coming from a long period of time.
Yeah.
It's not something that just happened now. So for you, if you have a heavier condition, whatever it is, it will take longer time. But all this that you're experiencing is just detoxing.
It's just fat, protein clogged in your system everywhere. It's crazy.
I remember when we first started detoxing, eating like this, more carbs and primarily fruits, Andre was sweating almost every single night.
Yes, and I was consuming as well maca, which is very high in protein and all this stuff, and other things as well. And when I stopped some of these things, I literally stopped like 75% of my sweating, and it continued until it stopped just naturally like this.
Yeah.
It was very crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to the bed, I could stay like this on the bed and stuff, but as soon as I sleep, the cosmic energy, I don't know if you are very, very aware on this, is that when you meditate or you sleep, you get cosmic energy comes in the meridians, it cleans all the nodes or something, how do you call this? The knots?
The limbs.
The limbs, yeah, we have limbs. And also in the spirituality, we have this spiritual body that has all these meridians, all this chi energy. So you clean this, and I was sweating like crazy. If I sleep just 1 hour, that's it, I sweat.
Yeah.
Now it's gone. But now it's another level.
He never gave up because he followed his intuition. And you may experience a lot of other detoxing symptoms, like heavy headaches and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
The most important is follow always your intuition. Your soul knows which food is best for you. We are very much aware that if you live in a cold climate, it's almost impossible to live mostly on fruits. But if you cut down the fats,
Yes.
you will experience
Yeah.
an amazing change in your body and your vibration.
We are not saying for you to be like frugivore or something. We are saying that, of course, that's one of the best things.
That's the best, yes.
That's the best.
Of course, we are saying
of course
to do
that-
that in
yes,
the long
yes, yes.
term.
Yes, and of course that not everyone can do that. First of all, they need to detox. You can do that, yes, on your 2 days or 3 days. I don't know how long you will last, but you will straight away feel the need of, wow, this is very powerful. I'm feeling anxious or depressed or whatever. You will feel mood swings because it's normal. You are balancing your hormones for the first time. You're regenerating. It's like that. So we are saying that we can eat, for example, okay, let's imagine that it's snowing now. It's super cold. Let's go out there inside. We can literally just cut potatoes, a very big batch of potatoes, without oil, without fat, without salt, and just something
You
else.
put whatever spices you want.
Whatever
on top.
spices, probably some salad around, and we eat this in a very big batch, and we can eat it no problem, and
You don't feel heavy.
you don't feel
afterwards.
heavy. That's the
You don't
the
feel
bliss.
sleepy afterwards. Even when eating cooked, you don't feel this heaviness and exhaustion, because most of the times when we combine fat with carbs, not most of the times, it's always, you feel heavy afterwards.
Yeah, very
And
heavy.
who likes to be heavy? I really cannot resonate with this. If you want to really remember your true spiritual side, that's the first thing you need to do. Make your body lighter, because your body is your temple. It is the base of the pyramid of your energy level, of your energy field. It is as simple as that. Your body is part of your energy field, and it is just very concentrated, very dense energy, and that's how it becomes material. But you keep this healthy and as light as possible, and the higher levels of your energy field will be supreme as well, and they will start cleaning from blockages. That's how it works. It's a pyramid. The base, if the base is stable and is healthy, the rest will be stable and healthy.
It's just like a tree. Yes, the big roots first, and then it starts to climb properly. It's very, very nice. So, and then of course, what connects us to all of these stories? It's the love vibration, the highest vibration love. Beings that cannot stay on these diets, on the, it's not the diets, it's the lifestyle, on fruits or carbs. It's because it's too high vibrational for you. So it's okay, just work on yourself, see what emotions will pop out, because there's a lot of emotions that will pop out. Oh my gosh.
A lot of blockages.
Yes.
But it's all cleansing.
It can come with, for example, the person that you are living with. It can be your neighbor. It can be your job that will attack you or not. It depends what emotions that you have. But it will all clear up. That's for sure. You will feel alive. That's for sure. That's you will feel alive and aware.
That's the next step.
That's why the emotions are always there with you. But you are sleeping almost. You are like, the eyes are like this. But when you eat very good, like we are saying, high carb and primarily raw fat, on the fruits, the emotions will become like very realistic. Like, and you will see it and you say, okay, I have to address this. I have to do this. You will be responsible for your acts and for your reality.
You will know with all your being then what you are supposed to work on, which part of yourself. It's all in the heart. It starts there. It's the center of our energy field.
Yes.
It's the connection between the earthly and the cosmic.
We don't want to make this video very long. I don't know. Let's recap some things and add another things if we feel, right?
Well, generally that's the most important message we wanted to tell you. And
yeah, it's the, for
if
example,
you want to ask us something, if you want to comment, it's best to do so. So this will help us to, to make videos that will answer your questions. Because when you are already diving in the sea, it's a little bit difficult to see from the shore.
Yeah.
So your comments are helping us a lot. We are infinitely grateful for them.
Namaskar. So, love vibration all the time. Be a child, be wise. The wise comes from the experiences and from the innocence. From the innocence of your child, you will grasp these answers. You will become wise with time, and you will learn how to swim. Remember how to swim. And you will have many beings like us supporting you, popping out from everywhere, kiss you or hug you and sending all this energy, because this is a family almost like.
What we are making here with these videos and you watching us, we are creating this circle. Yes, sirs.
Yes.
We are creating our own
the
family.
Oneness, yes.
We are one, guys. We are one vibration. If you are watching this video, it's not a coincidence, it's providence.
It's providence.
This is what this being taught me.
Love vibration. Love vibration. Go for the carbs. Start slowly and think about the raw. And then the third is the spiritual touch. Find something that you truly love. For example, she loves geosealing. It's a very powerful technique from the love vibration. It's so much into the love vibration. Don't forget that love is the base for all things, from all activities. So for example, she does this, I do Tai Chi.
I love gardening too.
Gardening, do something amazing, and some meditation as well. So that will be very nice. And that's it. And we'll keep. And then the key for twin flames is once you are light, the other being is light as automatically. It's just like this. It just goes. If it's not, you will meet the being and teach it.
The connection will happen straight away.
Yes.
Use as well our meditation music, which is
for the twin flames. It's specifically for
made
this process.
by our brother Ivo Arthur. We are infinitely grateful to him as well. He's an amazing being.
Yes.
Exactly our vibration, and that's why he can feel us to the deepest level. And he created this music with lots of love, and it is really working. Try it yourself. You will feel the difference.
Supreme vibration. I want you all to stay in the perfect peace, with so much life and a lot of love. We love you very, 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 very much.
Namaste.
Namaste. Ah. Oh my God. Oh, supreme. Holy.